Hey, this is Paul from debateleft.com. And what is this? These are Dutch children of around 10 years old who are in a mosque. What happened? This lady is Pieternel Kamphuis, and she teaches religious education to young children at several Dutch elementary schools. And she thought it was a great idea to take groups of children of around 10 years old to mosques. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Ik ben Pieternel en ik geef al jarenlang het vak godsdienstig vormingsonderwijs op diverse basisscholen. En mijn streven is om 1 keer per jaar naar de moskee te gaan met groep 7. We bezoeken ook de andere gebedshuizen. En het is...
So this lady is a teacher of religious education, and she's even a licensed teacher, whatever that means. She shortly mentioned that we also visit the other places of worship. Apparently this lady is not aware of the fact that a mosque cannot be compared to other places of worship, such as a church or a synagogue. This is because Islam is not just a religious ideology, it is also a political ideology. I doubt this lady actually knows this. Anyway, let's continue.
We bezoeken ook de andere gebedshuizen. En het is altijd weer heel fijn om hier te mogen zijn. En om van Rashid het verhaal te horen wat moslims geloven. En dat kan hij veel beter vertellen dan ik. En de kinderen hebben ook altijd hele gerichte vragen waar hij op ingaat. En hij gebruikt altijd eigen tijds taalgebruik, wat hen enorm aanspreekt. En ik hoor altijd ook van de ouders die de kinderen hier gebracht hebben, dat hen veel duidelijk is geworden. Want er ontstaat toch helaas in deze tijd ook soms een minder positief beeld van de islam en ook van andere godsdiensten. En juist daarom vind ik het belangrijk om dit vak te geven en ook om de moskee te bezoeken.
I highly doubt this lady has any clue as to why Islam is causing problems worldwide. She actually should, because she is a quote-unquote licensed teacher of religious education. Does she know that 70% of Dutch Muslims prefer the laws of the Quran over the Dutch secular laws? Does she know that 90% of the Turks living in Amsterdam think that Muslims who travel to Syria to fight for ISIS are heroes? And if so, does she think that these sentiments might have anything to do with the fact that Islam is the #1 ideology that's causing problems worldwide? And what does she think is the source of these Islamic sentiments? I am pretty sure this nutcase never asked herself any of these questions and never did any real research to what Islam is. And this is strange because she is a quote-unquote licensed teacher. Now, this nutcase is not unique. In the Netherlands there are many more teachers who are sufficiently naive and uninformed to take vulnerable young children to a mosque. Even though there aren't any Islamic schools who are taking their young Muslims to a church to learn how to pray like Christians, there have been several cases of young Dutch children being taken to mosques. And this phenomenon is an indication of how incredibly bad the Dutch education system has become, as a result of the strong influence that political correctness has on the entire Dutch society. Schools have to realize that they are actually entrusted with people's children. Parents entrust their children to them. And this is a responsibility that should be treated with great respect. Mosques are places that propagate a horrible political ideology that is against everything that we stand for, and against every value that we should want to raise our children on. No young children should ever be taken to a mosque. If you have such young children, you might want to check if the school that you entrusted your children to are actually worth that trust, so that you can be sure that while you're at work, no dangerous nutcase like this lady is introducing your children to the #1 ideology on the entire planet that's causing suffering to hundreds of millions of people, and especially to women. This is Paul Nielsen from debatetheleft.com. Don't forget to subscribe and never stop debating the left on Islam. Take care.